La 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 la. I have way too much fun when I'm doing these shows. Hello, you guys, and welcome to this edition of Ask Chauntel. My name is Chauntel, and I'm here to give you guys advice on relationships, on family, on dating, on education, on building people's skills, on making yourself a better person entirely. So if you guys have any questions, please feel free to email me. My email address is askchauntel@gmail.com. That is askchauntel. You can also check me out on YouTube. That's youtube.com/askchauntel. And I have a MySpace for all you MySpacers. It's myspace.com/askchauntel. And I have a blog for all of you guys that like written responses because they are faster than video responses. That is askchauntel.blogspot.com. So I totally sound like a commercial, right? You guys love it. But I have a question in today from Dragon Place, and she is 20 years old from Kentucky and the U.S. And her question is really long, so I'm going to try to paraphrase it for you. So just give me a second. I'm going to read it to you. And she says, Happy New Year, Chauntel. Thank you. Happy New Year to all of you guys. And she has a question about school. So I'm going to just kind of give you a gist of what the question is about. Basically, she is in college, her third year of college, and it's really quite challenging for her. She said that she has Asian parents and they have very high expectations. I totally understand. Okay, I have plenty of friends that are Asian, and I know how it is in your culture to make sure that you do well. She says she's been getting a lot of discouragement from a lot of people, and her grades are not good. And a lot of people that have better GPAs than her are actually quitting because she's trying to get into pharmacy school. And her sister is already into pharmacy school, but she's not quite into pharmacy school yet. And she is trying to get into pharmacy school because she is the quote-unquote smartest. And she's supposed to be doing well in school. And so she's being pessimistic, and she says she realizes that. So she wants to know how can she keep from that. And so I'm going to read the two questions that she actually cut it down to, which was, how can I accept disappointments and rejections and become optimistic instead of feeling discouraged? That's question number one. Question number two is, how can I get past how others feel about me and just continue succeeding and just do it for myself? She wants her own self-motivation. All right, this is a great question, and I love it. I absolutely love this question, so I'm going to elaborate a lot, so you guys definitely check it out. This is good information. Okay, so I pride myself in being optimistic, and the only way that you can be optimistic is if you, these are the keys to being optimistic, okay? You have to cut out all the negative people around you. If there are people in your life that are being negative towards you, I mean, if they are adults, of course, we have to have respect for them, okay? But just let them know, say, hey, look, this is what I'm doing, this is what I'm planning on doing, and if you're going to be coming to me with this negative stuff in my ear, I don't need to hear it, I don't want to hear it. That's not going to help me get where I'm trying to go. Okay, so cut them out, cut them off, make them stop saying these negative things to you. Do not allow that to come into your head, because when people are talking negative to you, I don't care how strong of a person you are, that negativity gets in your head and it will affect you, even if you don't want it to. I know from firsthand, because as optimistic as I am, when negative people start talking to me, I have to cut them off. I call that negative energy, okay? It's like, keep that negative energy away from me. That's what you need to do about those people. Now, as far as your grades not being good, that is what you need to focus on, okay? You need to take baby steps right now, because you're thinking of this big, huge thing, like, oh my gosh, like you're stressing yourself out. Like, my parents expect this, and my sister is doing that, and I'm trying to go here. Yeah, you're trying to go here, but in order to do as well as your sister, in order to satisfy your parents, in order to get into pharmacy school, you have to first get good grades. None of that's going to happen if you don't first get good grades. So you need to focus on that. That's what you need to work on. Get your good grades. Go to your teacher's office hours. Go to the learning center. Whatever it is that you need to do to get good grades. Study with people. Get your grades up. Take your classes over. Whatever the case may be. You can get your GPA back up. You can get back on track. This is not impossible. You just can't allow these negative people to be getting into your head. And you can't be thinking about everything else except for the main thing you need to be focusing on, which is getting a good grade in these classes so that you can make it into pharmacy school. And as for everybody else, there are plenty of people that say they're going to do something and then they don't do it. You can't worry about those people that are quitting. Forget about them. This is about you and where you're trying to go. Um, you can't worry about your parents thinking that you are the smartest. It's about how you feel about yourself. My thing is, I never compare myself to another person. If you compare yourself to other people, you will always be disappointed, because we all have our strengths and we always have our weaknesses. Okay? So, compare yourself to yourself. If you feel like you could be doing better, then that's when you get down on yourself. Like, I need to be doing better because I need to get there. Don't compare yourself to this person, that person, that person, because you're just all you're gonna do is just discourage yourself more. That's all that's doing for you. That's not helping you at all. So compare yourself to you. If you're not doing what you feel that you could be doing, then that's when you need to be like, okay, I need to take some different steps. This is what I think you need to do. You need to focus on my first question to you, besides what I just said, because what I said was the key about being optimistic. The keys to optimism is get rid of pessimistic people. Let me review that before I go on. Get rid of pessimistic people, set goals for yourself, believe in yourself, and do it. Don't worry about everybody else. So that's the keys to being optimistic. Okay, now moving on. My question to you is pharmacy school really what you want to do? Because I know you talked a lot about your sister and about your parents and your grades, but what is it that you want to be doing? If you want to do pharmacy school, then you can, and you will make it there. But this is your life. You want to love your job. You're going to be doing this every day for the rest of your life. So if this is really what you want to do, then you say, okay, pharmacy school, that's me. That's what I'm going to do. You make the steps to get there. And how you do that, you set a goal. You say, okay, I need to go to pharmacy school. What do I need to do to get to pharmacy school? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Write them down on a list and go from the most important to the least important. Start at the top. The first thing on that list should be getting good grades. Okay, so can't talk. Make your way down from number 1 to number 10 and get those things done, and that's how you're going to get to pharmacy school, girl. You can cut all those people off that are being negative to you. Just don't listen to it. Believe in yourself. Know that you can do this, and I have faith in you. The first step to fixing a problem is admitting that you have one, and you already done that. So now you got to do is just fix it. Okay, if you want to be optimistic, be optimistic. One thing that I like to do is I write it down. Put up post-its on your room. Say that I'm gonna make it to pharmacy school. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. If you believe it, it's gonna happen. My motto is, if you believe, you shall achieve. Another one is, if life gives you lemons, make lemonade. Any other time, just eat them. So don't make a problem out of what's not already a problem. You have the tools to succeed. You've made it to your 3rd year. You got this under control. If you need any more coaching and having me encourage you, I'm totally for that. But you got this. You can do this. Don't let these people get into your head. You don't need to be worried about being afraid of rejection. You don't have to be pessimistic. Just turn your life around and decide, I'm going to be optimistic. My 5th grade teacher told me that the only way that you can have a bad day is if you allow yourself to. Okay, so I hope that answers your question, Dragon Place. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to email me. My email address is askchauntel@gmail.com. That is askchauntel. Check out my YouTube. It's youtube.com/askchauntel. Check out my MySpace, myspace.com/askchauntel, and definitely check out my blog. It's askchauntel.blogspot.com. Alright, you guys, thanks for watching.